The Northrop Grumman B-2 Spirit is a stealth technology warplane used for bombing. Aircraft made from thermoplastic materials are used by the U.S. Air Force. Northrop Grumman is the prime contractor for the U.S. Air Force B-2 Spirit stealth bomber. This aircraft was first introduced to the public in 1988 and first flew on July 17, 1989, while still active. This aircraft is not capable of flying fast and is easily destroyed if spotted. Therefore, Northrop Grumman has developed a new radar-absorbing coating to drastically preserve the B-2 stealth characteristics, reducing maintenance time. The new material, known as Alternative High-Frequency Material, HFM, is sprayed by 4 independently controlled robots. The mission of this aircraft is to destroy enemy military bases or bases, without being visible to radar. The advantage of the B-2 is that it is able to penetrate sophisticated air defense radar shields. The aircraft is capable of attacking all targets from an altitude of up to 50,000 feet, 16,656 kilometers, from sea level, with a range of more than 6,000 without refueling and more than 10,000 with one refueling, providing the ability to fly to any point in the world in a few hours. 21 B-2 Spirits were first delivered to Whiteman Air Force Base in Missouri in December 1993. In the first 3 years of service, operational B-2 Spirits achieved a 90% reliability rate on sorties. An assessment published by the USAF showed that 2 B-2 Spirits with precision weapons could do the job of 75 conventional aircraft. For missions abroad, a hangar system has also been developed that can be transported to various destinations in various countries. A hangar system, it is 126 feet long, 55 feet wide, and 250 feet high. The first hangar has been erected at Diego Garcia in the Indian Ocean. Before this hangar system was developed, every time it completed a mission, the B-2 Spirit had to return to Whiteman AFB for maintenance on the aircraft's stealth features. The B-2 Spirit was used for the first time during Operation Iraqi Freedom in March/April 2003. In March 2005, a B-2 squadron deployed for the first time to Andersen Air Force Base on Guam, alongside B-1 and B-52 fighters, to support and strengthen the defense of USAF Asia-Pacific Command. Others are focused on fighting in the Middle East. These stealths are often seen in the areas of Kosovo, Iraq, and Afghanistan. Making the futuristic triangular-shaped aircraft costs USD 737 million, $2.2 billion per unit. This cost makes the stealth bomber the most expensive military aircraft in the world. The B-2 Spirit is a bomber with stealth technology that is the mainstay of the U.S. Air Force for long-range operations. The B-2 Spirit aircraft is one of the strategic bombers whose capabilities have been recognized by the military. Its unique capabilities, including its stealth characteristics, allow this bomber to penetrate even the tightest enemy defenses and with high precision can drop bombs on the opponent's vital targets. The capabilities of the B-2 Spirit were demonstrated in military operations in Iraq several years ago. The B-2 Spirit strategic bomber is owned and operated only by the U.S. This stealth aircraft is a combination of the farthest cruising range, largest weapons carrying capacity, and stealth technology unmatched by any air military force. Without refueling, the B-2 Spirit is capable of flying as far as 6,000 nautical miles, and with one refueling in the air, this aircraft can cover a distance of 10,000 nautical miles. With a carrying capacity of 20 tons of conventional and nuclear weapons and delivering them under the right weather conditions, the B-2 has the ability to change the outcome of a conflict with just one bombing mission. The B-2 Spirit bomber has been developed since 1978 under the ATB, Advanced Technology Bomber Program. The ATB program only became known to the public in 1981, and on November 22, 1988, the public only learned about the existence of this strategic bomber made by Northrop Grumman, which then made its maiden flight on July 17, 1989. As a strategic bomber that is hard to beat, the B-2 Spirit of course has a very expensive price. In fact, it is the most expensive military aircraft ever in the history of military aviation. The site www.time.com informs that the price of one unit of B-2 Spirit is US $2.4 billion. Operational and maintenance costs are no less expensive. For 1 hour of flight, this aircraft requires 124 hours of maintenance. Initially, the U.S. military planned to buy 132 B-2 Spirit bombers. However, due to the very expensive price, only 21 units were purchased. After the accident that befell one B-2 Spirit unit at Andersen Air Base in Guam, the number of B-2s strengthening the U.S. Air Force became 20 units. Currently, 19 B-2 Spirits are based at Whiteman Air Base. Meanwhile, a B-2 Spirit unit is at Edward Air Base, California, for software and weapons system development. The Northrop B-2 Spirit, also known as the Stealth Bomber, is an American heavy strategic bomber, featuring low observable stealth technology designed to penetrate dense anti-aircraft defenses. A subsonic flying wing with a crew of 2, the plane was designed by Northrop, later Northrop Grumman as the prime contractor, with Boeing, Hughes, and Vought as principal subcontractors, and was produced from 1987 to 2000. The bomber can drop conventional and thermonuclear weapons, such as up to 8,500-pound class, 230 kilograms, and 82 JDAM GPS-guided bombs, or 16 2,400-pound, 1,100 kilograms B-83 nuclear bombs. The B-2 is the only acknowledged in-service aircraft that can carry large air-to-surface standoff weapons in a stealth configuration. Development began under the Advanced Technology Bomber (ATB) project during the Carter administration, which canceled the Mach 2-capable B-1, a bomber in part because the ATB showed such promise. But development difficulties delayed progress and drove up costs. Ultimately, the program produced 21 B-2s at an average cost of $2.13 billion, tilled $4.04 billion in 2023, including development, engineering, testing, production, and procurement. Building each aircraft cost an average of $737 million US, while total procurement costs, including production, spare parts, equipment, retrofitting, and software support, averaged $929 million, till $1.11 billion in 2023 per plane. The project's considerable capital and operating costs made it controversial in the U.S. Congress even before the winding down of the Cold War dramatically reduced the desire for a stealth aircraft designed to strike deep in Soviet territory. Consequently, in the late 1980s and 1990s, lawmakers shrank the planned purchase of 132 bombers to 21. The B-2 can perform attack missions at altitudes of up to 50,000 feet, 15,000 meters. It has an unrefueled range of more than 6,000 nautical miles, 6,900 miles, 11,000 kilometers, and can fly more than 10,000 nautical miles, 12,000 miles, 19,000 kilometers, with one mid-air refueling. It entered service in 1997 as the second aircraft designed with advanced stealth technology, after the Lockheed F-117 Nighthawk attack aircraft. Primarily designed as a nuclear bomber, the B-2 was first used in combat to drop conventional, non-nuclear ordnance in the Kosovo War in 1999. It was later used in Iraq, Afghanistan, and Libya. The United States Air Force has 19 B-2s in service as of 2024. One was destroyed in a 2008 crash, and another was lost to a crash in 2022. The Air Force plans to operate them until 2032, when the Northrop Grumman B-21 Raider is to replace them. What do you think about the airplane tech war? Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.